Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you're enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for grade 4. We are learning Unit 2. Its title is Good Friends. Today is lecture 6, my dear fellow teachers. This lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation, worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, follow it as it is or modified for your convenience. I'm going to deliver my lecture according to this lesson plan. Yes, my dear students, today is lecture 6. We'll complete reading and comprehension of this unit, page number 13, 14 and 15 of your book. Before this, in English for grade 3, I have already taught you how to predict text by looking at pictures. So today we'll learn further and we'll cover the SLO to use pre-reading strategies to predict the content, vocabulary of the text from pictures and title, apply while reading strategies to interact with the text, to make simple inferences using context of the text and prior knowledge. These are our today's SLOs. Let's start with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah mentions in Quran, Surah Fatiha, verse 3, the most beneficent, the most merciful, the most, as I told you yesterday, it is the superlative degree, the most beneficent and most merciful. And who is most beneficent and most merciful? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is how words lead us to the answer. This is how do we predict the text by looking at the text and by looking at the pictures, which we practiced yesterday. So we predicted the story on page number 13 by looking at the title and the picture. And yesterday I gave you homework to predict the rest of the story. I hope you have written. So now pause the video and all of you read it aloud and tell what did you predict about the story. So pause the video, answer this question. Yes, my dear students, are you done with it? Good job. So let's see whose prediction is correct. We are going to start reading on page number 14. This, the sixth last line on this page. Till burning we have read. So all of you reach to this point because I'm going to start reading from here. When he opened his eyes, he saw that it was the fire. Who opened his eyes? Yes, whose house got fire. That created so much smoke. He started crying loudly. Help! Help! It is a fire. Yes, my dear students, have you seen this sign of exclamation after help? This is what we have already studied. That this sign of exclamation is showing the strong feeling. And what feeling it is depicting? Strong feeling of worry. Help! It's a fire. Mother and father woke up. Don't worry, son. We'll take you outside. Meanwhile, Faizan woke up to the noise coming from Hashir's house. He got up and saw that his friend's house was on fire. He cried to his parents to help Hashir and his family. They took buckets and rushed towards Hashir's house. Here, from this point, we are on page number 15. I hope all of you got it. They tried to extinguish the fire with the water in buckets. And what does extinguish mean? It means to put out fire, to try to put off the fire. At that moment, Faizan gathered as many people as he could, and they also took the buckets in hands to extinguish the fire. And what is bucket? It is a container to carry weight, usually to carry liquids. Faizan called fire brigade too. Now, at this point, Faizan called fire brigade. What is fire brigade? Fire brigade is a group of firefighters. So you tell me, have you ever seen fire brigade? And what is the emergency number in our country? Yes, my dear students, now it's your call. You will answer these questions. Have you ever seen fire brigade? If yes, where? how do they work, what type of uniform they wear, tell everything, whatever you know. So teachers, kindly pause the video and take the detailed answer of this question from students, and make sure every student should know emergency numbers. So pause the video and answer these questions. Yes, my dear students, are you done with it? Good job. So let's resume our reading. And soon firefighters were there. Within a few moments, the fire was under control. Alhamdulillah. It was such a panic situation, huh? Hashir and his family were safe and sound. Hashir and his family was safe and sound. They thanked all the people gathered there for saving their lives. Hashir hugged Faizan and thanked him for his timely help. He was proud of his friendship with Faizan. It is said, a friend in need is a friend indeed. Right? So this is how the story ends. Now you tell me, how was Hashir's family saved from the fire? Pause the video, answer this question. All right, are you done with it? Okay, so it's a time for activity. All right, we just practiced yesterday and today we practiced to predict the story. Now this activity is also about prediction. How do we take the clues? So teacher, divide your class into 3 groups and start showing images to each group and ask them to predict the story. Let's see whose prediction is correct. So I'm going to show you images. Divide your class in 3 groups. First image is here. I will start the story and then group 1 will predict the next, then next group, then next group. Okay, so divide your class into 3 groups and we are going to start this activity. Yes, so all groups, group 1, group 2, group 3, are you ready? Here is a story, what happened. In fact, there is a villager and he used to sail cabs. He used to travel from his village to a city, and on the way there is a forest. He was walking through the forest and he was tired. He sat down under a tree and he slept over there. What happened next? Group 1 will predict the story. Pause the video and tell what might have happened next to your teacher. Okay, so are you done with your prediction? Now let's check it. How did you answer the same way? What happened? All the caps were vanished, and when he looked upward, the monkeys were there. They were wearing caps. Now group 2, you tell me what happened next. Pause the video and predict what might have happened next. Yes. Are you done with your prediction? Let's see. Here it is. Because monkeys have a habit, whatever you do, they mimic it. They follow you. They copy you. So the man thought an idea. He put off his cap on the floor and he was planning something. What his planning was. Now group 3, you tell me what is the next part of the story. Yes, are you done with it? Good job. It was an easy clue. So when they saw man just put off his cap on the floor, all the monkeys did the same. The man gathered all the caps. He put them all together once again in his basket, and then he went to market to sell them. So this is how we make the links and keep on making these stories. This is how the prediction of story is done. I hope you enjoyed this activity. Good job. Now all of you calm down, settle down, go back to your seats because we are going to do some writing work. On page number 15, there are questions. We did from question number 1, we did A, B, C, D part yesterday. So E and F were left. First, you will tell the answers orally to your teacher. Then you will write these questions in your notebook and you will also complete the MCQs given in your book. So pause the video, complete this exercise and then come back. Okay. Yes, my dear students, are you done with it? Good job, smart you are. Okay, so I'm giving you a homework. You will write in your notebook all the adjectives. I have taught you adjectives. Remember? Yes. Adjective is a word which modifies the Noun. So you will find the adjectives. Adjective, a word which tells us more about noun. And nouns are naming words. So you will list all the adjectives and you will write them in your notebook from this story. And I'm giving you a worksheet. Again, my fellow teachers, this worksheet, lesson plan, PowerPoint presentation links are given. You may click it, download it, and kindly give a printed worksheet to students for practice. And students, what you will do? You will take a book from library or any new book, okay? And you will complete this worksheet about that book. Okay, I have divided it into 3 parts. You will take a book and you will complete all these 3 parts about that book. This is the worksheet all about. So what we have learned today, we learned to predict the text by looking at the pictures and title, and we answered some questions to interact with the text to make simple inferences using context of the text and prior knowledge. So in this way, we achieved our today's SLOs to use pre-reading strategies to predict the content, vocabulary of the text from pictures and the title. Apply while reading strategies to interact with the text to make simple inferences using context of the text and prior knowledge. Are we done with it? Yes. So that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep practicing, keep learning, take very good care of yourself and the people around you. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.